Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to a new music assembly this week. I hope you've enjoyed the last couple that I have done for you, and hopefully you'll enjoy this one as well. So today I would like to introduce another instrument to you. It's got quite a strange background, kind of hit the music scene in the 50s, was very popular in the experimental music with the Beatles and other bands like that. I think it was actually first used by a band called the Monkees, who are very good. And they used it. It's called the synthesizer. So the synthesizer has come in many different shapes and forms. And mainly what a synthesizer is nowadays it's usually a keyboard style instrument, quite small, that doesn't work unless you plug it into something that can generate a noise, and it's usually electronic noises. So an original synthesizer would have used frequencies and lots of different electrical kind of patterns to create the noise, and it was also manipulated by little dials and buttons that you could press on the top of the synthesizer that changed the frequencies, changed the sound that you were making. So it was quite unusual, quite experimental, and things were used to kind of create a kind of atmosphere and a feeling rather than actual music. And then it developed, and it's become very popular with people who like to write their own music, and you can do it from your living room if you've got a computer, and very popular when it comes to trying to create something quickly with multiple sounds and multiple instruments. So this is the synthesizer. Come down to my little studio and I'll show you what it is. Hello, welcome. So I've got my keyboard set up now. This is called a controller keyboard. This keyboard wouldn't make a noise unless it was plugged into a computer that I can upload the sounds and upload the instruments that I want to play using this keyboard. So it's just like a piano keyboard, a lot smaller, and it wouldn't actually work without being plugged in. So once it's plugged in, I can upload my system and I can play all sorts of different instruments just by choosing them. So I can play a clav. Like that, and I can also change it. I can play a marimba on the percussion section. I can play some French horns. I can also play just a standard piano if I want to. So bringing us back to the synthesizer. The synthesizer has been used from the 50s onwards, really, in music, and it has been kind of the staple of some really big anthems in the rock community in the 80s, and it's kind of having a renaissance, which means kind of coming back round again, being reborn into new music. It was born into a band called Enter Shikari, who are in the charts at the moment, and they use it right at the very beginning of their song, and it goes like this. I want to live outside of all of this, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. But they use the synthesizer throughout most of their recent album, which is really great. Now, my favourite use of the synthesizer was in an all-time classic, and it is one of my favourites. Sorry about that. That's enough of that. Right, so back to the synthesizer. It has been used in classical music, which is quite unusual because it does have quite an electric sound, quite a modern sound really, okay? And it's not a classical instrument, it's not an acoustic instrument. That means it's not, you have to have electricity to play it. You can't just pick up like the violin and the acoustic guitar and the cello and double bass. You can play those anywhere because they make sound with the shape and how they are made and resonate the sound through the instrument. This is an electric instrument, which means you need electricity to be able to play it at its best. I could play this unplugged, but it wouldn't sound very good. It would sound a bit like this. Just bashing on the keys. Okay, I do need some electricity to be able to play it. So it was used in a film called Chariots of Fire. And the film isn't unfortunately about chariots of fire, but the film is about a group of men who are training to be long distance runners in the Olympics, and there's a scene in there where they run across the beach, and it really gets you inspired to do some exercise, and it's just a perfect kind of slow-mo across the beach with this in the background. You may recognize it. It goes a little bit something like this. You may recognise it, and it's been very popular. In fact, Mr. Bean played it on the Royal Albert Hall stage with one of the London orchestras. He played the synth part, which literally goes like this. The whole way through. So I'm going to play it for you now, and I want you to have a listen to the different parts and what you can hear, and yeah, be inspired. Feel that kind of slow motion run across the beach that could be in the film. Here we go. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope you learned a bit more, not only about how I'm producing these videos for you here at home, but also about the synthesizer and where those sounds came from. Very electric, and you do need to have a keyboard controller now and a computer, and that's all you need to be able to produce some of this stuff at home, and they're quite readily available. So if you need any help, if you want to get involved in some MIDI music and some kind of recording and keyboard playing with synthesizers and software, let me know. We've got a few things in school that can help you out as well. And once you reach the senior school, okay, and you do music with us here at Mayfield, a lot of this is available to you to have a go on as well. Thank you. Bye.